Hello again, and welcome to 2B2T. So, we're back again. It's time for episode 5. Time is 25 to 11. Because we know how good I am at forgetting the time. Alright, let's get to it. We need more gear. So I left some stuff in here last time, which seems to be still there. Okay. So let's just dump some stuff in here so if we die, it's not lost forever. You know, if we die, at least somebody else will have access to it. At some point, we need to find an ender chest as well. Normally, there's a load of them lying around. Okay. So, crops have grown a bit. I'm going to have to watch one of the older videos, because I thought I cleared all the trees, but I'm wondering if I didn't. And that's just there. Right, anyway, yes. We need to go mining. We need stuff. We need gear. We need more diamonds. Right, I'm just going to quickly check. I'm pretty sure everything is off. Yep. Because I haven't been on my main since last time. And I'm going to try and focus a bit on my actual... was that like that last... No, sorry. This was the way down. Yes. I want to focus on how I control the game. That sounds a bit daft. I did a couple of videos, which have now been uploaded. They'll go public once a week. Most recent one was me visiting the Spawn Aquarium. I'm watching it back. I can see lots of errors in how I play. So I'm playing, and I'm just like, oh yes, what's that? What's that over there? And I'm moving around all the time. And there was times when some of the builds in the aquarium would come into focus, and it was looking really good as it slowly rendered in. But then I would look at something else. I would turn away and look at something else and break the focus of it. And it ruined the video to some degree. So the thing I want to work on is, you know, continue working on my editing skills, continue working on my building skills, but also how I play the game. Because it ruins it a bit when you're watching somebody do something and they're all over the place, and that one's broke, finally. So I don't really want to have people give people a bad experience when they're watching my videos. You know, they're bad enough as it is. So I want to try and be more aware of what I'm doing, not be all over the place when I'm playing. And that was broke. Yes, I remember. And did I get around to making a lava bucket? No, I did not. Right, up we go. We need a lava bucket. We have iron, which I think I've gone stuck in the chest. So yeah, so just wanna... It's something I'm going to be working on, and I won't get it right all the time. So if you do watch any of these videos, please call it out. If you see, you know, it's a case of, well, you know, it was going well and then it was just all over the place. Because there's another video which isn't due to come out for a few weeks. Because I'm sort of staggering the diary one, so it'll be something different one week, then there'll be a diary one the next week, then something different than a diary. So they're every other week. So the next one will be part 4, I think. I think part 3 is already out. Which, let's face it, is hilarious because part 3 ends with me coming to this location, which means anybody who's on at the moment and has watched that might know where I am. Sorry about that. I seem to have a little bit of a crazy moment. It's like when I'm talking on the videos. I'll be doing something, and then we'll be focused on what I'm doing, and I won't be very clear about what I'm saying. So I'll be like, oh yes, such and such, and I'll go quiet because I'm focused on what I'm doing and in a sense, forget that I'm actually recording. So that's something I need to be more aware of. Try and speak, trying to speak clearly, make sure I'm enunciating words and not mumbling. So, as a rule, I'm not too bad on the mumbling front. But there are times when I've watched them back and gone, it's not 100% clear what I'm actually saying in that situation. Gotta stop doing that. So, yeah, I'm going to try and work hard on the actual quality of the videos. Now, like I was saying, there's another video coming out in a few weeks, which was the building in the end. And I want to say now, and I'll mention it again when it's been out, I am so sorry about it. It is not good. It was rushed. I didn't want to carry on at the end. I didn't want to just abandon it unfinished. But I was finding, I suppose I was burnt out on that build project. And I just didn't have the enthusiasm to keep going anymore. Okay, we might need to go up one. Oh well. What could possibly go wrong here? So, yeah. And then when I was editing it, it realistically could have done with being split into multiple videos. The original plan, was for it to be over 3 videos. I was going to do a few more sources, a few more of the orbs, and then the stuff to do with the end city. Now, I didn't do everything originally planned. It's just, I just didn't want to do it. So the bits I did do, so I'm not going into any detail because that video hasn't come up yet. I sort of wanted to squeeze it into a single video and didn't want it to be overly long. So the video is like 25 minutes long. And I'm going to be honest, it should have been over 2 videos. And I just did a screenshot. I said, honestly. So yeah, it's... I was very disappointed with the video. I'm not pulling it. I could pull it and re-edit it and split it. And there's plenty of time to do that if I wish. But I don't really want to do that. I wanted to bring that video to a close. That video, that is now done and dusted. I don't really want to go back to it. So just seeing where the nearest are. So there's some down there, but it looks like it's going to be in bedrock. There's some over there. This is the direction we're heading. Got some there, bigger group there. Some up there. Alright, I think our best bet is, since we're heading, is maybe try and get to them ones. And then we'll come and try and get some of the others in a second. Yeah, so that's where we've just come from. So let's put a torch down. Okay, so let's get ourselves some diamonds. I have got my, I've got my iron pick. So yeah, so I'm well aware of my limitations on the quality of the videos. And my gameplay should have improved. The quality of the videos should have improved. I've been a little bit laxed on them. So, for those of you who have stuck with me and still been watching them, I want to apologise to you that I haven't done better. There's no excuse for me to have not done better. And I'm aware of the issues that are with them. So I always watch them back with my partner, with my husband. And fair play, he always insists on watching them, and he'll be there, and I'll see his eyes close because he finds it hard when I'm moving too fast. If the game, if it's like this, the gameplay is too jittery for him, and it is. Sometimes when I watch it back, I find it hard to watch as well. You don't notice it when you're playing, you notice it when you're watching it. So I've slowed down my mouth sensitivity, so it's not as quick moving around, but still, you know, reasonable speed. So hopefully, if I'm paying attention more and being aware of my surroundings more, hopefully we'll start seeing a better quality of video and at least gameplay anyway. So yes, just a very random one to go on. So this is going to start getting silly, but I can't resist doing it because it's kind of funny. On the last video I mentioned watching YouTuber Never Exist MC. If you haven't watched those videos, I suggest you go and watch them. So on this most recent one, he mentioned about me mentioning him. So you know what? Let's make this a thing. I'm going to mention you again. I am. Because this is getting funny. It was actually quite funny because he mentioned about having nearly lost a lot of his videos. He's normally good at backing them up, and he hadn't done. But luckily he was able to get them back. And for me it was amusing because 2 days ago I was looking at my videos and thinking, oh yeah, I better get around to backing these up, hadn't I? Because if anything was to happen to my computer, I would lose all these. So I did. They're all on a separate portable hard drive, so they are backed up. So yeah, it was like him mentioning that he had to do that and the mistake he'd made by not making sure they were backed up properly. The timing was amusing because sort of the same thing happening at the same time to both of us. You know, he lost his, but luckily mine's fine. But my computer's not behaving at its best, so yeah. Strange how separate people can have the same thoughts at the same time. If that makes any sense. So, thank you for reminding me about backing up my videos, Free Cookie. Oh dear. And your most recent video, you and Never Exist. Oh, you had me in stitches. It was a very entertaining and fun video to watch. It really was. So, yes, guys, keep up the good work. And yeah, I know sometimes you feel bad about not being able to upload regular, but real life's got to come first. You know, and it's coming to the end of the year, exam season. I know, you know, there's lots of stuff going on, and like I say, with sports and everything. You know, and spending quality time with your kids, doing stuff that they enjoy, you know, outside of video games, is so important. And it sounds like you have a really good relationship with your son. So yeah, so never apologise for putting real life first. At the end of the day, as much as we love Minecraft, it is just a game. It's a good place to escape, it's a place to have fun, but real life has got to come first. Which brings me to another point. It's half term! It's half term! I'm off work for a week! And then it's only a short one then for the summer holidays. Yay! The joy of working in a school is I get great holidays. The joy of being in the UK is we get decent holidays, full stop. I know, it's I do this on purpose. It is a massive flex at to all you guys in America of the holidays we get. So in the UK, by law, this isn't what a company chooses to give you. The minimum you are entitled to as holidays is 20 days holidays to use as you wish, and these are paid holidays, by the way, and 8 bank holidays. Don't get me to explain the bank holidays to you, because that's just basically it's a national holiday. shops can close if they want to, businesses can close. Not everybody does. Normally if you work them you get paid extra, but that's entirely up to the company you work for. So there's 8 bank holidays in a year, so it's Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Day, Good Friday, Easter Monday, May Day, Whit, which is the normally Monday, the first Monday of June or the last Monday in May, which is Whit week, which is where we are now. And then we have the August bank holiday at the end of August, and then of course then back to Christmas. So by law we are entitled to these holidays. No business can refuse to let you have those days off. You don't need to have to book holidays the other 4 weeks you're entitled to, with the company sort of thing, but they can't refuse to let you have them. Now a few years ago companies got around this by having people on 0-hour contracts. So if your contract was 0 hours, you didn't get paid for your holidays. You could take them, but you didn't get any money, because what you get paid for your holidays, your holiday pay, is your basic wage for that week. So what you would normally earn with that overtime that week, you'd get paid. So as much as I'd like to pull the UK government apart, I can't believe I just threw that out of my inventory. They looked at that and thought, yeah, no, we're not having that. So they brought in a rule that your holiday pay, or what you get paid for that week, isn't based on your contract. It's based on the average hours worked during the last 12 weeks. So they look at what you've worked over, I think it's 12 weeks, it may be less, but I think, 3 months. So if, say, you are on a 20-hour contract, but each week you've been working 40 hours, so when your holiday comes around, that business you're working for doesn't get to give you 20 hours worth of pay for that week. They have to give you 40. They have to give you whatever the average is that you've worked over the last 12 weeks. So you're on a 0-hour contract, they still have to pay you, because your contract might be 0 hours. If you've been pulling 30 hours a week, then they have to pay you 30 hours for that week's holiday. So that's the other thing, holidays are paid. Now, various businesses can offer more if they want. Some companies will give you more holiday days. I used to work in retail, and you had your basic, but the more years you worked for the company, the more days holiday you got. So by the time I finished, I'd been there, it was 36, wasn't it? Yeah, 36. I'd been there 12 years. So I was getting an extra 2 weeks paid holiday a year because of how long I'd been there. That should be enough. So I know it's mean, and it is a massive flex that we are entitled to be paid for our holidays, and we are, companies aren't allowed to say, well, no, we're not going to let you take any days holiday, because if they do, it's like, excuse me, we're just going to go and get in touch with this company called ACAS, which is it's a non-government, but it basically acts as a mediator between employers and employees. And if you get fired for no reason or for dismissal, which is another big no-no in this country, you'd get in touch with them and they would help you fight your case and basically take your employer to court. Because that is another thing with our employment laws. You can't fire someone just because you want to. You can normally within the first 12 months. You can fire someone without giving a reason. But beyond that, if you fire someone, you better have a damn good reason for it. And you have got to have... Why did I do that? You've got to have followed various procedures, making sure that you've gone through all full proper disciplinary. There are circumstances where it's an automatic dismissal. Say you get caught stealing from a company, then that's fair for them to sack you immediately. But they still would have to follow procedures. They can't just show you the door and that's it. They'd have to document it and investigate. So, yeah. Sorry, another massive flex. Sorry, guys. You know. Right, so we got 8 diamonds left. Right, so we did well then. Should have done that in the first place. I would like to have a few more, because I'm thinking it would be a good idea to have stuff, a space, enough diamonds in an ender chest to... Oh, sorry, I lost my train of thought then. Yeah, enough diamonds in the ender chest to be able to re-kit ourselves if the worst was to happen. Do I have a hoe? Not that I see. Is the one in here? No. We have 1 stick. Right, sorry, I am mumbling again. Trying to work on my mumbling. Not mumble too much. Now, I could just really stare the hornet's nest and start discussing our healthcare. Oh, but I'm going to be honest, the healthcare in the UK isn't great. So, we have a thing called the NHS. I think it stands for National Health Service. And it should be really good. Basically, it's free healthcare to all. Everybody's entitled to free healthcare regardless of who you are and whatnot. And it's funded by an additional tax called national insurance. So when we get paid, you know, you have your income tax, which is based on your earnings, but then you also pay national insurance. And your national insurance contribution starts at a much lower rate. So you might not be earning enough to pay tax, but there's a good chance you'll be earning enough to pay national insurance. Now, your employee also contributes to the national insurance as well. So it gets deducted automatically out of your wages. And national insurance basically goes to pay for your pension, your state pension, once you reach... Used to be 65, I think it's about 70 now. By the time I'm old enough to retire, it'll probably be 105. Because they keep increasing the age of when you receive your state pension. But also, national insurance also goes to pay for healthcare. So, you know, your doctor's surgeries, hospitals, and so on. You can, if you want to, you can go private. We do have private health companies in the UK as well. But they often work alongside with the NHS. It's just, the issue is these days, is unfortunately, the UK government has a tendency to dabble. And they have quite a bit borrowed money from the NHS, or have messed around with how it's governed. So, like, who's in charge of the hospitals and such, to the point where it is literally, unfortunately, falling apart. Still, yeah, everybody has access to healthcare. You know, if I'm ill, I can phone my doctors, make an appointment. I don't have to pay. And to some degree, you're entitled to free dental care. Though getting an NHS dentist is a lot harder. So, for dental care, sorry, I'm doing that thing again, where I'm being distracted and my gameplay is going all over the place. So yeah, so I just pay privately for my dental care. Because it's... trying to get an NHS dentist is nearly impossible. So, yeah, so while... I don't know how we got onto this. Oh, dear me. Yeah. Oh, dear. So, yeah, how we got onto discussing the NHS. So, yeah, so it's good in theory. Unfortunately, there's a lot of issues with... healthcare system in the UK, but nobody is denied healthcare, which is the important thing. And it's one of the things that kind of saddens me, you hear stories of people who are involved in accidents, are hurt and stuff in the US. And they will get themselves in a taxi or drive themselves there rather than get an ambulance because they can't afford to pay for an ambulance. And it's like a case of, but why are you having to pay for the ambulance? Surely that should be something that, you have access to because it's an emergency. If you're injured, if you're hurt, you shouldn't be driving yourself. You could need urgent care en route. So why are you having to pay for that? But that's how the healthcare is there, I guess. It's as alien to me as I imagine our healthcare is to you. So we have been nearly playing for half an hour. Oh, it's gone quick. I did wonder if I'd find things to talk about. But we've done well. We're in full diamond, which I feel a bit happy about. I could do with finding an ender chest near... what happened? Why am I in the ground? I should have F3'd that. That would have been weird to look at. Sorry, I'm doing that zoomy thing again. At least with these videos, they don't get sped up. You basically watch in real time. The most I'll do is maybe put some music in the background, which I'm experimenting with at the moment. A few of them it seemed fine when I was editing, but then when I've played the video back, it's actually been a bit loud. So I apologise for that. Now, I'm not going to lie, I am tempted to turn on chest ESP just to speed up being able to find it in the chest. Because I could really do with stashing some stuff inside one. So we'll just head over to where this pillar is. At the same time, I don't want to go too far away from where we are. But from memory, from what I can remember, there's up to about 20k. They're just everywhere. I shouldn't have to travel too far to find one. But that might be an adventure for the next video. I think we'll sign off in a second because we are coming up onto the half an hour mark. Just curious what's over here. Is it a lava pool? It's very well lit up. Or is it phantom light? Looks like phantom light. It's such a weird phenomenon, this. I did, when I was first on the server before I actually found any decent gear, I did actually find my first... let me get my shield. There we go. And just throw them out the inventory because, why not? Right. Let's see if we can do this without dying. Yay! Woo! Ah dear. Oh, happy the hammer. Yes, I do apologise because the washing machine has just gone to fast spin and I've lost the thread. Went to investigate something when I first, I hadn't long started the server. I thought it was phantom light and it wasn't, it was lava. But somebody had bed trapped somebody and the person had died close by. So I was able to get the stuff they dropped. There wasn't anything majorly brilliant. There was a couple of Prop 2 diamond pieces. But considering I was in unenchanted diamond at the time, it was definitely a massive help. And some other gear and stuff, just food and stuff. So sometimes checking out phantom lights is really useful. So anyway, we're going to leave it here. We've just come up to the half an hour mark. The washing machine has just gone on to fast spin. I think I've ranted and witted enough. So this is episode 5. next episode we'll try and finish getting some more diamonds, so we've got enough to make a second set of diamond gear. Then we'll go looking for an ender chest just so we can get some stuff stashed away in case of anything going wrong. We'll grab a bit more food and then we'll be heading back to spawn, heading into the end. So hopefully by episode 7 we'll be on our way back to spawn. Alright, anyway, this is me signing off. Wishing you a good rest of your day. Bye!